Hello, I'm Dr. Janine, and I'm known for giving people hope and guidance in overcoming their chronic and non resolving health issues, and also in just helping to restore energy and vitality to optimize wellness. So, today, our topic is creatine. It has everything to do with energy and vitality. I want to show you the booklet that I am getting a lot of this information from that just came out for our health professionals. It's called the Creatine Playbook for Health Professionals. Strengthening Life and Health with the Miracle Molecule. And this is by Doug Grant. And creatine really is a miracle molecule. And I want to express to you the reason why. So, why daily creatine is a foundational clinical tool. This is what we're going to be talking about. There's so many benefits you'll see here on this graphic, and I'm going to get into all of those, so you don't have to try to read that. But there's so many benefits for so many different populations, and it truly can be a game changer if you let it. So let's dig on in. Okay, so creatine is not just for bodybuilders. That might come as a shock to you. You may only think about creatine in terms of lifting weights, being in the gym, the performance enhancing aid that it is, and it does a brilliant job at that. But it's so much more. The reality of creatine is that it helps with cognition, it helps with your heart, and it helps with longevity in and of itself. So, creatine really is a foundational nutrient. It supports energy stability. Now, this is huge because think about the areas of your body that use the most energy. It's here, right? And it's your heart. In order to live a good, healthy life and have longevity and have a good, long health span, which means the time that you stay healthy, you've got to maximize your cellular energy. And that's what creatine helps us to do. So it supports high baseline demand for cardiac tissue, increases the physiological reserve, and we're going to get into that. So, creatine is the backup battery for your cells. How many of us think that a backup battery is a pretty good deal, right? So when your energy starts to run low, you want to be able to hurry up and recharge it. You don't want to have to look for the charger and wait, even for our cell phones, we have these fast chargers. We want our stuff recharged quick, right? Well, that's what creatine does. The energy molecule of the body is called ATP, adenosine triphosphate. That means it has um, three phosphates attached to it. So when that energy is used up, it's like this little cycle that you see here. You have that energy when you have stress, when you have thinking, when you have training, when you have metabolism, the energy gets used. And as that energy is released, it turns from ATP to ADP, that diphosphate. What we need to be able to rapidly recharge that is just simply another phosphate to attach. And that's where creatine comes in. Phosphocreatine provides that so that the body can recharge that cycle and the energy can keep going. So, the key takeaway, it's the difference between getting by and having the capacity to handle spikes in demand. Huge, right? We don't want to just get by. We want to be able to thrive. That's what I always talk about on Thriving Thursday, thriving. All right? So, the gap between demand and reserve. The reason why our modern lifestyle depletes us so much is because we only have a limited supply of the raw materials needed to make this energy. With our endogenous synthesis limit, the body's production, you take arginine, glycine, and SAMe, often it just can't keep up. We just don't have enough of the raw materials. The other thing is that there can be a big dietary gap. Creatine is actually found in animal foods, and a lot of people don't eat a lot of these or don't eat them at all. And so they may be lacking to begin with. As we age naturally, it starts to decline. And the result is that in order to just fully support this system, we need to provide it extra in the diet. And that's what I'm going to talk about today because I always come with the solutions. I'm not going to leave you with bad news. I always come with solutions. So, supplements fail when reality hits. What does that mean? So, creatine has been around for a really long time. Many people have tried it. You may have tried it. And the reasons why a lot of people don't like it or didn't stick with it is because in the past, it has caused a lot of gastric distress, a lot of bloating. It may be chalky, it may not dissolve well, and it's just been hard to take. That has been going on for years and years and years. And so when that happens, people are like, I don't like this. I don't like the way it makes me feel. I don't like being bloated. I don't like this gritty texture. And so they just get away from it. Well, I have an answer for that. I have an answer for that so that you can easily take this miracle molecule and not worry about it. So, three tools. Number one, this one is a game changer. This is the optimal instantized creatine powder. This is what it looks like. Let me go over here. Looks like this, okay? Comes in a big bag. There's actually 95-gram servings in here, so it's a really, really good deal. And I've got to do a little demo for you. You know, I like to do demos. So I've got some water. And the reason why this is called instantized is because you know what? I forgot my stirrer. Forgot my stirrer. So what I will do is I'm going to let you look at this graphic for just a minute while I go and get my stirrer. And I'll put it right here. I'll be right back. Okay, yay, you're still there. All right, so got some water here. Now, in case you're laughing at me about this glass, I think it's called a Pilsner glass or something. I don't even know what that is. I don't drink it, whatever it is. I just like cute glasses. So I always have cute, fancy, different types of things, especially when it comes to my tea and everything. I just like cute, okay? So, got a scoop of creatine. This is 5 grams of creatine. And I just want to show you how quickly and how easily this dissolves. So I'm just going to put it in there. Had to go run and get the stirrer. Gonna stir it up. Now, this is called instantized creatine. And when you look on the back of the packet, you will see instantized creatine. And it is a registered trademark of Gains in Bulk LLC. Gains in Bulk, which makes creatine specifically marketed towards athletes in particular, um, is the maker of this product. It's licensed by OHS. It's the exact same product. So if you've been on that in the past, you know. Look at this. Look at it. It is clear. It just clears right up. And guess what? It doesn't taste like anything. It doesn't taste like anything. You can put it in your coffee, you can put it in your tea, you can put it in anything, and of course you can just drink it in water the way it's supposed to be drank. But it's clear. Like you can see right through it. And because of that, your body is able to instantly pull it in, utilize it, and it goes where it needs to go. Okay. So that in and of itself is a game changer, but we're going to get more into the benefits. So this is best for daily maintenance, cognitive health, and simplicity. Super easy. Like I said, put it in anything. Now, another form of creatine is optimal BFF chews. I actually have all of these here because I take all of these. The BFF chews, these look like sweet tarts. They're chewables. And these are creatine nitrate. They're bound to nitrates, plant nitrates, and they help with vasodilation. They help with nitric oxide boost. So this is great for the pump, the vascularity. It's great for pre-workout. It's great for when you travel. I actually take these when I'm traveling because it really helps me with you know, at altitude, you tend to have less oxygen. And because this vasodilates and gets your blood pumping, it helps circulate the oxygen. And I have a lot less jet lag when I'm taking these. So I always travel with BFF. Also great for blood pressure because it helps to dilate and helps with that blood flow. And then you have Muscle RX, which is another form. Muscle RX is great for recovery. This is great for reducing age-related muscle loss. We're going to get to this, but it's really, really good. So I'll leave that for the next upcoming slide. So number one, the optimal instantized creatine powder. Super easy. What I love about it is the fact that it's 90 servings. Most creatine comes in a 30 serving container. This is 90 servings because as we're going to get into some of these studies that came along, doing even more than 5 grams a day is very beneficial for your brain. But it's great. It's not sweetened. It's clear. You can't taste it. You can't see it. You just drink it. Let me drink some. Okay, so easy. 100% soluble. Number two, optimal BFF, the circulation, The nitrate support, the fact that it's chewable, the fact that it tastes good, the fact that it's easy to transport. And with 3 of these chews, you get 3 grams of creatine nitrate. You also get some other nitrate blends from fruits and vegetables. So this is really good for your circulation, your blood flow. So many good benefits to that product. It's actually one of my favorite products. And then the Muscle RX. Muscle RX, this is where we have the other muscle building support. This is actually a patented formula, and it is great for the making sure your muscles are not breaking down. And also, if you're in the gym and you're wanting to build muscle, making sure you're actually having the nutrients like the glutamine and the BCAAs and all of those, in addition to the creatine, to be able to build lean muscle. Now, why is lean muscle so important? Because this is my little chart. This is a little one. I actually have the fat model, but this is 5 pounds of fat and 5 pounds of muscle. And you can see the 5 pounds of muscle is a lot tighter. It takes up a lot less space and it's a lot more concise. So it looks a lot better on your body. Okay. You want to look good in the mirror? This is what you need. You need more muscle and less fat. And that Muscle RX is going to help you do that. All right. So here's some baseline protocols, super simple protocols for standard maintenance. Dose it at 5 grams a day. Very easy with 1 scoop of the creatine and water in the morning. Mix it up, drink it, and you're done. Okay. Some people put it in their coffee, tea. I just like to put it in water because I actually like to make sure I'm getting water with it. Okay. If you want to build, you're going to do 5 grams in the morning, 5 grams in the evening. Now, how you do that, you can mix and match. It doesn't have to be all one thing, but you can mix and match. I actually drink the 5 grams in my water, and then I've got the Muscle RX on my nightstand. This is one of my nightstand products. I actually take this before bed. I usually take 3 to 5 at night. And the reason why I like it at night is also because it's got magnesium in it, and it really helps me with those that deep restorative sleep. I get, and I track, I get about 4 hours of restorative sleep every night, and that's game changer in terms of everything. So that's why I keep that on my nightstand. Um, the loading question, is it necessary? No, not when you're using it for long-term health. A lot of the gym bro science, they do loading to hurry up and get it in, for the biggest muscle pump. But when you're talking about long-term, your body is going to put it where it needs to go, and it will build up over time, and you will be sufficient. When to do it? Only for rapid saturation. That's what, like, training camps, things like that. When you are loading, 20 grams per day split into 4 doses for 5 to 7 days. And then after that, you go back to the 5 gram dose. I want to point something out on that last point right there. The truth is consistent daily use eliminates the need for aggressive loading. That's the bottom line. So it's not necessary, but some people are just going to do it. Some athletes are just going to do it. So that's the protocol. Okay. So here's a simple protocol if your goal is muscle performance and strength. Pre-workout. We've got all of these pre-workout supplements that are sold like at these stores, the GNCs and things like that. All these different pre-workout supplements. The problem I have with a lot of those is that they're full of trash. So many of them, if you look at the label, they have artificial colors, artificial flavors, artificial sweeteners, and those things can be really harming to the body. And that effect is cumulative. So the more you take it, the more harm happens. These products are 100% clean, they're plant based, they're natural, there's nothing synthetic in them. So that's why I like these. So 5 grams of the powder or 2 BFF chews pre workout. Some people do both. A lot of people really really like these. They're like candy. They taste like sweet tarts. It's like a little treat. But this will give you a very quick pump because of that nitric oxide boost that you get from the nitrates. So a lot of people like these pre-workout. But post-workout, you want to do 5 capsules of the Muscle RX for repair because that's going to give you the branched chain amino acids in addition. And then on non-training days, 5 grams of powder in the morning, 5 capsules of Muscle RX in the evening. So you can mix and match. Protocol B, the goal here is high stress and cognitive focus. Now, this is some of the latest research that has come out. What they found is that because the brain uses so much creatine, we have to have more circulating in order for it to be able to get past the blood-brain barrier and get into the brain in the amounts needed to help with cognition. So 15 grams daily, 5 grams taken 3 times a day. The rationale is that the brain is an energy hog. Okay, it's gonna hog it, and so since depletes those reserves, we gotta have the extra. Also, if you've been sleep deprived, huge. This is a game changer. If you wake up and you've been sleep deprived and you feel groggy, if you take the 10 grams of creatine in the morning, then another five later on in the afternoon, and then maybe even in the evening, it's game changer. So the 15 to 20 gram dose is game changer for sleep deprivation. Changes the game. Now, I am not recommending that you habitually don't get enough sleep. But if here and there you have something that you've got to finish or you've got a test or something like that, this works. Really, really works. Okay, and then regimen number 3, hormonal balance, 15 grams daily, a couple BFF chews, just again mixing and matching. So what I do personally, like I said, I take the powder in the morning, or I put it in my water. This is my standard water bottle, and I just drink it throughout the day. Um, I mean, it's in the first one, of course, so it's still in the morning, but I'll put that in there in the morning, and then I do a couple BFF chews throughout the day, just, whenever it hits me. And then I'll do Muscle RX. It's on the nightstand, and I do 3 to 5 of those at night. That's my regimen. So, healthy aging and circulation, sarcopenia prevention. We talked about the Muscle RX, patented to prevent sarcopenia. As a matter of fact, let's see if I can read it. Where is it? The patent is actually on here. Here it is. So if you want to go look this up, write this down. US patent 5888553. And you will find the patent for this product and how it actually restores lean muscle. And then for circulation and blood pressure support, BFF chews is your product, 2 to 3 chews in the morning, 2 to 3 chews in the afternoon. The nitrates support the blood vessel flexibility, opens them up, vasodilates, gets the circulation going. All right. So, safety guardrails and truths. There's a lot of myths when it comes to creatine. Myth number 1, it causes kidney damage. The truth: creatine raises creatinine levels, a marker, which is often a false positive for kidney stress in healthy individuals. It does not damage healthy kidneys. There is no research that backs that up. Number 2, bloating. Water retention is intracellular inside the muscle, acting as a signal for repair. It's cell volumizing and not fat gain. So, what does that mean? When you start taking creatine, you might see a couple extra pounds on the scale. Did you gain fat? No, your muscles filled out. Your muscles got fuller. You actually look better in the mirror. You can test that out. I have done it. And I'm like, oh, okay. But some of us are caught up on the numbers, so you may see the numbers, but that's because creatine pulls water and it pulls it into the muscle, so it actually increases your lean muscle volume, and that's a good thing. So the hydration rule: creatine pulls water into the cell. So you want to drink an extra 500 to 1,000 milliliters of water daily to support this process, which is another reason why I think you need to drink it in your water, not in all of these other drinks, because all those other drinks are already dehydrating. So you want to make sure you're getting in the extra water with the creatine, right? That's what makes sense to me. So, building your reserve. Number 1, capacity. Creatine is for the brain, the heart, and the body. Number 2, adherence. Choose a form that you'll actually use. This is with all the supplements that I actually recommend. I talk to the person to see, what are you actually going to do? It doesn't make sense for me to recommend all these things that you're just not going to do. Just because you buy it does not help your body in any kind of way. It's got to be something that you can be consistent with, that you can do no matter what. So I've gone through periods where I wouldn't do the powder. I wouldn't do it. And you want to know why? Vanity. I didn't want the numbers on the scale to go up. Now I think that's absolutely ridiculous. I think it's ridiculous. Um, but I understand. I understand. So if you're not there, choose a different route. This is phenomenal for all adults over 30. Muscle RX, your muscles, you start to experience age-related sarcopenia, muscle loss, regardless of what you're doing, and so you have to proactively fight back. Okay. And number 3, protocol. Does the dose match the goal? So if your goal is cognitive decline, if your goal is, brain support, you need more than 5 grams a day, because if you're only taking five, your muscles are going to take it. Your brain's not going to be able to get it. Your brain needs a lot more to be able to get the dose that it needs. So you just have to look at your goal, and then whether or not you're doing the right things to get there. Because I really do want you to partake in this miracle molecule creatine. So when you teach creatine the right way, it stops becoming supplement talk and becomes a foundational tool for life. It is my hope today that I have taught you that you understood, that you will get on board with taking this, because I feel like this is something that everybody could really benefit from. I'm going to go ahead and put the link to this product. This is the one that I use and love. Comes from Optimal Health Systems. And actually, they do offer it on auto ship. As you're ordering it, you do have the opportunity, if you want to receive it every month or every other month or even every third month. If you do that, you save 10%, making it one of the least expensive but yet best creatines on the market. Okay, so that is all I have for you today. And if I have recommended creatine for you, now you know why. Now you know why I'm so excited about it. And I hope that that will fuel your compliance so that you can make better choices for better health. All right. Have a great rest of the day, everybody, and I'll see you next time.